Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. My name is Vikas. How are you all today? Today's session will be very good and it will give you a tremendous information and will help you a lot for preparing your government exams. But before that, we have something interesting to tell you about. We have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you will see this type of screen. In this, you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to the this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years, so choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay. Also, we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from it, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book. PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here the we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state wise current affairs are provided to you. All you have to do is go and purchase the course. If you are a new aspirant, you can take course for 2 years, and if you are a previous aspirant and you have continued your preparation, then you can choose the course as per your wish. Another additional information you should know while buying the course, if you use the code Vikas10, and we have bought this code just for you, use the code Vikas10 and my friends, you will be getting straight 10% discount on the purchase you made. Okay, straight 10% discount just for you. So friends, let's start with the video. In today's video, we'll be looking at the weekly current affairs of the March 3rd week. The session will be very helpful to you only when you are carrying a pen and paper with you, as if you note down the questions and revise later, it will be very helpful to you. Okay, also share the link of this video with your friends and all those aspirants who are working hard for their a better life and a better future. So let's start. The first question is, as per the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare data, remember these name states Sikkim, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Maharashtra have more than half of the micro irrigated farmlands in India. These are the states which have more than half of the micro irrigated farmlands in India. Important knowledge you should know. Then under which central government scheme per drop more crop was included as a component? The question is simple and it is asking directly that which central government scheme, under which central government scheme per drop more crop was included as a component. It was included under what? It was included under Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. I repeat, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Alright. Apart from this, you should know that in this scheme, micro irrigation technology has improved the irrigation system, and about 20 to 50% of the irrigation, that is the water is saved during the irrigation method. All right. Then if I talk to you about some of the schemes that has implemented or has increased the micro irrigation. Micro irrigation you can be considered as like a drop by drop system in which water is not wasted. Okay, the water is directly applied or given to the roots of the plant so that excessive water loss due to evaporation does not take place. So schemes like, first you should know Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Second was micro irrigation fund. Micro irrigation fund, also known by the name MIF. All right, it was started by whom? It was started by NABARD. What is NABARD? NABARD is your National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. I repeat, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Then who is the chairman? Chairman of NABARD is GR Chintala. When was NABARD formed? NABARD was formed in 1982. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Next question is, 30 researchers from CSIR NIO are on a 90 days mission on an Indian Ocean to study the internal working of unicellular organisms. Which research vessel was used by them? 30 researchers from CSIR NIO. What is CSIR NIO? What is this? This stands for Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and NIO is your National Institute of Oceanography. I repeat, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and NIO stands for National Institute of Oceanography. All right. Then it is asking 30 researchers from this CSIR on a 90 days mission in an Indian Ocean to study the internal working of unicellular organisms. Which research vessel was used during this mission? The research vessel that was used during this mission was Sindhu Sadhana. Sindhu Sadhana. All right. Moving on to the next. Next is your India's arm import has decreased by 33% between 2011 to 2015 and from 16 to 20 due to Make in India initiative. Currently, India is targeting rupees 1.75 lakh crore turnover in defense manufacturing by dash. The question is saying that due to Make in India initiative, the import has decreased, that is the Indian arms import has decreased by 33%. Important data to be remembered. All right, and it is saying that India is targeting 1.7 lakh crore turnover by which year in defense sector? India is targeting 1.7 lakh crore by 2025 in the defense sector. Okay, this report was given by whom? Stockholm Institute of Peace Research Institute. I repeat, Stockholm Institute, not Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Okay, Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Also you can say SIPRI. All right, this report was given by Stockholm Institute of Peace Research Institute. Then you should know that India tops 3 means it was on the top third nations arms supplies during 2016-2020. During the period of 2016 to 2020, India was in top 3 in terms of the supplies of arms. In arms supplying. All right, India was in top 3. Then who was the topmost position? It was owned by Russia by 49% import from India. France saw 18% import and Israel saw 13% import. All right. Then the major recipients of Indian arms. These are the countries from which India. These three are the top 3 arms suppliers of India, means they supply to India. India imported from 49% from Russia, 18% from France, and 13% from Israel. Apart from this, you should know that India also exported their arms to few countries, and they were Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Mauritius. Alright, then moving on to the next. Next is your, what was the deadline set by RBI for all banks in India for implementing image based check transaction system? Image based check truncation system, that is known by CTS. What was the deadline set by RBI for all the banks of India for implementing CTS, that is image based check truncation system? It was your 30 September 2021. Okay, it was your 30 September 2021. What is your CTS? What is check truncation system? This means that your check can be cleared online. Okay, or you can say it was an online check clearing system. Okay, all right, it was implemented. Also, you should remember the question can be framed like CTS was implemented by whom? So it was implemented by RBI. Okay, moving on to the next. Next is, which UPI handle got approval from SEBI to provide initial public offering, that is also IPO applications enabling user to invest in the capital market? I repeat, which UPI handle got approval from SBI or CB to provide IPO applications enabling users to invest in the capital market? Which was the UPI handle? It was your none other than Paytm. Okay, CB approved Paytm UPI handle for fast IPO application, which will help the users to invest into capital markets using Paytm UPI developed by NPCI. Okay, you should also know that UPI was developed by whom? It was developed by NPCI, that is National Payments Corporation of India. National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, that was your NPCI. Then you should also remember about PhonePe, that PhonePe has partnered with Axis Bank recently. Axis Bank is your third largest bank. Okay, PhonePe has partnered with Axis Bank recently to enable users to create and use multiple UPI IDs with Axis Bank. Okay, to create and use multiple UPI IDs, and that too of Axis Bank. And what is the X handle of? At the rate of AXL. All right, this is for Axis Bank. So back to the question, which UPI handle got approval from SEBI to provide IPOs? It was your Paytm. All right, moving on to the next. Next question is, what was the new feature launched by NPCI on Bheem UPI, a part of its DigiHelp stack? I repeat, what was the new feature launched by NPCI on Bheem UPI, a part of its DigiHelp stack? It was UPI Help. It was your UPI Help. If I ask you NPCI, you know National Payment Corporation of India, who is the MD and CEO? Same person. What is the name? It is Dilip SB. Okay, Dilip SB. Then where is the headquarter? Headquarter is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. All right. Then you should know that UPI Help. This UPI Help is available for whom? It is available for SBI, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, and ICICI Bank. For all these banks, UPI Help is available. All right. Okay. Next. Questions are good. Do like the video. So the next question is, which is the host city for 2021's Asian Boxing Championship? Asian Boxing Championship for 2021 will be taking place in where? New Delhi, India. Okay, it will be taking place in New Delhi in India. Then in 2019, Asian Amateur Boxing Championship took place. In that you should know Amit Panghal and Pooja Rani won gold medal. Amit Panghal and Pooja Rani won gold medal for India. Then World Games. Where will be the World Games will be held? Where will be held? It was supposed to be taken place in 2021, but now they will be held in 2022. What is the location? The location of the World Games is Birmingham. Birmingham. Okay, in USA. This will be your 11th edition of World Games. Alright. Then, apart from World Games, Summer Olympics. Summer Olympics. Where will Summer Olympics take place? It will take place in Tokyo, Japan. Alright, and this will happen in 2021 only. Then Winter Games. Winter Games, where they will take place? It will take place in Beijing, and this will happen in 2022. Then Football World Cup. Football World Cup. This will take place in 2022. And what is the location? What is the host city? It is Qatar. Okay, important one. Do learn them all. World Games Birmingham, Summer Olympics Tokyo, Winter Games Beijing, and World Football World Cup in Qatar. Alright, moving to the next question. Next question is, India recently commissioned an ocean surveillance and nuclear missile tracking vessel dash to become the 5th country in the world to have such a tracking vessel. I repeat, what is the name of the nuclear missile tracking vessel which is going to be making India the 5th country in the world to have such a tracking vessel? So what is the name of the vessel? It is INS Dhruv. INS Dhruv is your important question. INS Dhruv is your ocean surveillance and nuclear missile tracking vessel that will make India the 5th country in the world to have such a nuclear tracking vessel. Alright, important question. Do note it down. Next question. Next is, the Union Cabinet gave approval for the creation of Development Finance Institution. What was the total amount allocated in the Union Budget 2021 for creating DFI? DFI is your Development Finance Institution. To create DFI, what was the total amount in the Union Budget? The total amount allocated was 20,000 crores. It was 20,000 crore. Next question. Next question is, which state and city topped in the Wealth Report 2020 that was released by Hurun India? We just saw Hurun India. You can see all the reports and indexes in the videos that we have covered earlier, and these are very important. So we have covered it there. So what was the state and city topped in the Wealth Report 2020 that was released by Hurun India? What was the state name? The state was Maharashtra and Mumbai. Maharashtra and Mumbai. Maharashtra, the highest net worth of individual. Maharashtra has people with the highest net worth of individuals. Means rich people are more in Maharashtra. Okay. Then you should also know Maharashtra contributes to 16% of Indian GDP. Indian GDP. 16% of Indian GDP. Then you should know Mumbai was home to the most, you can say Mumbai is the city in the list of cities. Mumbai was a place which was home to the most millionaires. Most millionaires. City with most millionaires. Okay, then it was Delhi. After that it was Kolkata. Then Bangalore. Okay, important. Do remember, question can be framed. Next, Which country participated alongside India in the 6th IBSA Women's Forum meeting that was held virtually, chaired by Union Minister Smriti Irani? I repeat, which countries participated alongside with India in the 6th IBSA Women's Forum that was chaired by Union Minister Smriti Irani? What are the name of the countries that took part in this 6th IBSA Women Forum? The name of the countries are Brazil and South Africa. Okay, India, Brazil, and South Africa, as the name suggests, IBSA, that is India, Brazil, and South Africa, took part in the 6th Women's Forum. Okay, in the 6th Women's Forum. Then, who was it chaired by? It was chaired by our Smriti Irani. Important thing to be remember about IBSA is it was established in when? 2007. It was established in 2007. All right. Smriti Irani. Smriti Irani is the minister of what? It is the Union Minister of Women and Child Development. Women and Child Development. All right. So moving on to the next. Next is, what was India's rank? What was India's rank in the 2020 World Air Quality Report released by IQ Air? The rank of India in the 2020 World Air Quality Report that was released by IQ Air. The rank of India was third. Okay, it was third. IQ Air. IQ Air is your Swiss Air Tech company. Swiss Air Tech company. All right. Then you should remember India is the third most populated country. All right. Third most populated. And if we look at the list, you can see of country and city. If we talk about, both will be seeing. In country, you will see first was topped by Bangladesh. First was topped by Bangladesh. Second was Pakistan. And third is your India. In terms of city, first was Xinjiang. It is of China. Then second was Ghaziabad. And third was your Bulandshahr. Alright. These are the countries who topped the most polluted. That was Bangladesh, Pakistan, India. And the city in the most polluted list was Xinjiang, Ghaziabad, and Bulandshahr. Apart from this, do remember that India means, you can say India is home to 30 to 35 most polluted city. Means in the list there was a total of 50 cities, and out of 50 cities 35 was from India. 35 cities are from India. All right. Then also, due to air pollution, you can see in South Asia contributes to about, or spends about, or there is a loss of about 7.4% of GDP of South Asia due to air pollution. All right. So let's once again go through the question. India ranked third, and the report was released by IQ Air. IQ Air is your Swiss air tech company. In the list, it was topped by Bangladesh, then Pakistan, then India. In the city, it was Xinjiang, Ghaziabad, and Bulandshahr. Then India was home to, in the list, India secured 35 position which have the most polluted air out of the 50 cities mentioned in the list. South Asia contributes to about, or loses about 7.4% of the GDP of the total South Asia due to air pollution, or due to tackling the air pollution. Okay. Then moving to the next. Which bank signed India's first SOFR linked external commercial borrowing deal with Indian Oil Corporation Limited IOCL, replacing World Bank's LIBOR? I repeat, which bank, name of the bank is asked here. Which bank signed India's first SOFR linked external commercial borrowing deal with Indian Oil Corporation Limited, replacing World Bank's LIBOR. What was the name of the bank? It was your State Bank of India. It is your SBI, that is State Bank of India. Next is Italy joined recently at the International Solar Alliance ISA, also known as the International Agency for Solar Policy and Application, after signing the amended ISA framework. How many countries have signed and ratified the ISA framework agreement as of March 19, 2021? As of March 19, 2021, how many countries have signed and ratified the ISA framework? How many countries? There are 73 countries who have signed and ratified the ISA framework. You should know ISA came into force in the United Nations Climate Change Conference on COP21 in Paris. Okay? It came into force in the United Nations Climate Change Conference. Okay? In Paris. An alliance of ISA framework is an alliance of total of 121 countries. Important data. Okay, and 73 countries have signed the ISA framework. All right, moving to the next. National Financial Company along with the Continuum Energy Leviator Private Limited has executed the world's first green hedging transaction based on a special designed green hedge framework with a second party opinion. I repeat the question. Name the financial company along with the Continuum Energy Leviator Private Limited has executed the world's first green hedging transaction based on a specially designed green hedge framework with a second party opinion. What is the name of that financial company or the bank? It is your Deutsche Bank. It is your Deutsche Bank. Next question is, what kind of services has recently launched by Standard Chartered Bank partnered with International Air Transport Association for greater payment flexibility to travel agents in India? What kind of services has been recently launched by Standard Chartered Bank partnered with International Air Transport Association for greater payment flexibility to travel agents in India? What is it? It is EasyPay. Alright, it is EasyPay. It is also, you can say, pay as you go. If in the options pay as you is given, you should mark pay as you go or EasyPay. It is a pay as you go service to replace the traditional method of credit card and debit card. It will replace what are traditional methods of credit debit card. Okay, very good. I hope the questions are fine and up to the mark and you are gaining a lot of information from them. So next question is, Asian Development Bank, that is ADB, has raised over 307 million US dollar, that is approx about 2232 crore in Indian rupees from the first Panda bond issue is more than a decade. Which country's currency will be used in Panda bond? I request you all to go and study what is Panda bond. Can be useful to the people who are studying for or who are preparing for the government or civil service exams. Alright, so it will helpful to you. Coming back to questions, Asian Development Bank has raised over $307 million from first Panda bond issued in more than a decade. What is the currency in which it was issued? It was issued in Chinese currency. Okay, it was issued in Chinese currency. What is the name of the Chinese currency? Comment below. Indian rupees, US dollar, European pound, and Australian dollar. Alright, moving to the next. Next is Dr. Harsh Vardhan, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, was appointed as the chairman of Stop TB Partnership Board for a term of 3 years from July 2021. Who is the current chairman of the Stop TB Partnership program? I repeat, Dr. Harsh Vardhan, who is Union Minister of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, was appointed as the chairman of Stop TB Partnership Board for a term of 3 years from July 2021. Who is the current chairman of the Stop TB Partnership Board? From July 2021 till from 21 till to July 2024, Harshvardhan has been appointed as the chairman of Stop TB Partnership Program. But currently, who is the chairman? Current name of the chairman is being asked in the question. It is your Dr. Luis Henrique Mandetta. Dr. Luis Henrique Mandetta of Ministry of Health of Brazil. Alright. Then, apart from this, you should know Preeti Sinha. Preeti Sinha. She has been appointed as the Executive Secretary of UNCDF. What is UNCDF? UNCDF is your UN Capital Development Fund. Alright. She has been appointed as Executive Secretary. Apart from her, first woman to lead WTO. First women to lead WTO. What is her name? Ngozi Okonjo. Ngozi Okonjo. Alright. Then chairman of National Safety Council. Chairman of NSC, that is National Safety Council. Who is he? Shri S.N. Subramaniam. Okay. Shri S.N. Subramaniam. Alright. So take a note and let's move on to the next question. Kalyani Rafale Advanced System has begun delivery of the medium range surface to air missile kits to the Indian Army and the Air Force. KRAS, that is Kalyani Rafale Advanced System, is a joint venture of India's Kalyani Strategic Systems. Which country's Rafale Advanced System? The question is asking that KRAS, that is Kalyani Rafale Advanced System, is a joint venture of India's Kalyani Strategic System and which country's Rafale Advanced System? What is the name of the country? It is Israel. It is Israel. And if we are talking about Rafale, we took Rafale from whom? France. Okay, we took Rafale from France. Next question. Next question is, Confederation of All Indian Traders CAIT launched a vendor onboarding mobile app for its upcoming e-commerce portal Bharat A Market. How much percentage is charged for all the transaction made on its portal? What is the transaction made on the Bharat A Market? The charge is 0, that is free of charge. Alright, in Bharat A Market, the transaction charge is 0, that is free of charge. Next question. So next is, name the chief scientist who has written Saving Us, a climate scientist's case for hope and healing in a dividend world. I repeat, who is the chief scientist who has written Saving Us, a climate scientist case for hope and healing in a dividend world? Also honored with 2019 Champion of the Earth Award, the highest environmental honor of the United Nations. So very important question first of all. Okay, which is the highest environment honor of the UN? Which is it? It is your Champion of Earth. Champion of Earth. This is your highest environmental honor of UN. Alright, then who is the chief scientist who have written Saving Us, a climate chief scientist case for hope and healing in a dividend world? Who is the chief scientist? It is Catherine Hayhoe. It is Catherine Hayhoe. Alright, important one is to remember the highest environment honor of UN. That is your Champion of the Earth. Then Catherine was awarded with the highest environment honor of the UN in 2019 Champion of the Earth. Alright, moving to the next question. Next is your, as per the World Energy Transitions Outlook, 1.5 degrees Celsius pathway report that was released by International Renewable Energy Agency, 90% of the global energy need will be supplied through renewable energy by what year? By 2050. 90% of the global energy need will be supplied through renewable energy. Apart from it, this will be followed by 6% from the natural gas. Okay, 6% from natural gas. And who gave this report? This was released by International Renewable Agency, International Renewable Energy Agency. All right, next question. Next is your, as per the study conducted by Zutobi, India was ranked as the dash most dangerous road in the world, while dash was ranked as the world's safest road. India was ranked as the fourth most dangerous roads in the world, while Norway was ranked as the world's safest road. Okay, India was ranked at the fourth position, whereas Norway was ranked at the first position in the terms of the safety of roads. Then, apart from its democracy index, democracy index, India ranked at 53rd position. In COVID performance index, COVID performance index, India ranked at 86th. All right, moving on to the next. Next is, which country is building the world's largest floating solar farm? World's largest solar floating farm is being built by whom? It is being built by Singapore. Also, you should remember, Singapore is the Asia's largest per capita carbon dioxide emitter, per capita CO2 emitter. All right, which Singapore is the Asia's largest per capita CO2 emitter, and now Singapore is building the world's largest floating solar farm. All right, then apart from it, you tell me which is the Indian solar floating farm, largest solar floating farm of India. Which is it? It is Ramungandam project, power project. Where this is located? It is located in Kerala. All right, and this will generate about 100 megawatt of energy. Also remember, this is the largest solar floating farm of Singapore, is being built by whom? It is being built by Sembcorp Industries. All right, good. I hope you are enjoying the questions. The questions are useful to you. Moving to the next question. See, don't take it as a burden. Studying is not a burden. The more you will enjoy studying, the more and the better it will be for you. Okay, the more and the for longer duration you can study. Don't consider it as a burden. Okay, consider it as a hobby. Make it your hobby to study. For all the aspirants I am talking about, if you make this as your hobby, it will be very easy for you to study and you will enjoy studying. The main focus of yours should be to enjoy the study right now. Okay, so next question. What was the India's position among the top 10 nations in the market capitalization as per Bloomberg report released in March 2021? I repeat, what was India's position among the top 10 nations in the market capitalization as per Bloomberg report released in March 2021? The rank of India was 8th. Okay, rank of India was 8th. Then the first was of US, second was of China, third was of Canada. Okay, then you should remember that Sensex surged 78%. Sensex surged by 78% this fiscal year and became the best performer among the 10 top countries. It became the best performer among the top 10 countries. All right, next. Next is, what was the projected GDP growth rate of India for 2021 as per the report released by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development? As per the report released by UNCTAD, what was the projected GDP growth for the rate of India 2021? The projected rate of growth was 5% by UNCTAD. Okay, where is the headquarter of UNCTAD? It is in Geneva. Where is Geneva? It is in Switzerland. Okay, then when was it formed? It was formed in 1964. Who is the Secretary General of UNCTAD? It is Isabella Durand. Isabella Durand, and she is from Belgium. Okay, friends, next question. Which company recently delivered the indigenously developed checkout system to ISRO for its Gaganyaan mission? All right, important question, most important question, or very important question, you should say. Indigenously developed checkout system. Okay, it was developed by, see, which company recently delivered the indigenously developed. First of all, this comes in Make in India. All right, then first indigenously developed checkout system to ISRO for its Gaganyaan mission. Who developed it, and it was given to ISRO by whom? It was given to by Data Patterns India Private Limited. Data Patterns India Private Limited. Okay, it will be used by ISRO in your Gaganyaan mission. Then Gaganyaan mission will be the India's first human space flight. India's India's first human space flight. It is your Gaganyaan mission. All right. When it will be launched, there are also, you remember, there are two Gaganyaan missions planned. Okay, two Gaganyaan. First will be launched in December this year, 2021, and second will be launched is being planned to launch in 22-23. Okay, important one to remember is that it is Gaganyaan mission will be the India's first human space flight. Okay, and the checkout system is being made by and delivered to ISRO by Data Patterns India Private Limited. Okay, next question. Where was the eighth and the last ship of LECU Mark IV class landing craft utility L58 commissioned by Indian Navy? Where was this last ship of LCU Mark IV class, that is landing craft utility L58, commissioned? It was commissioned where? It was commissioned at Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar. All right, Port Blair command. And also remember, Commander Krishna K. Yadav was appointed as the first commanding officer of the ship. Commander Krishna K. Yadav was appointed as the first commanding officer of the ship. All right. Moving to the next. Who chaired the 4th Global Ayurveda Festival 2021, also by the name GAF 2021, that was held virtually in March 2021? 4th Global Ayurveda Festival of 2021 was held virtually in March. Where it was held, or who chaired it? It was chaired by whom? It was chaired by V. Muralidharan. It was chaired by V. Muralidharan. Okay, he is the chairman of GAF. Remember it like this. GAF is your Global Ayurveda Festival. This is your 4th edition. Okay, then also remember an important or interesting fact that PM highlighted the WHO proposal for setting up a global center for traditional medicine in India. Global Center for Traditional Medicines in India. All right, it was highlighted by PMO by WHO proposal. Okay, next question. Next is your, with which organization ISRO recently signed an MOU to set up a space technology incubation center, enabling students to build applications and products for space applications? I repeat, with which organization ISRO recently signed an MOU to set up a space technology incubation center? Incubation center is where the startups can come and grow. Okay, it is a space provided for them, the startups, enabling students to build applications and products for space applications. So what is the name of the organization? It was NIT Rourkela. NIT Rourkela. Apart from this, 4 other STICs, that is incubation centers, has been built up. First is at NIT Agartala. Second was at NIT Jalandhar. Third is at NIT Trichy. NIT Trichy. Okay, good. Next question. Next question is your, where was India Camp 2021, a bilateral international exhibition and conference held? Where is it was held? The India's first Camp 2021. It is a bilateral international exhibition and conference held. It was held in New Delhi. It was held in New Delhi. And the theme of it, you should remember, was India Global Manufacturing Hub for Chemical and Petrochemicals. India Global Manufacturing Hub for Chemical and Petrochemical. All right, this was the theme, and this you should remember was the 11th edition of it. Okay, it was the 11th edition. Moving on to next. Next is, how many PSUs were listed for privatization in the first set of companies listed for disinvestment by Niti Aayog? I repeat, how many PSUs were listed for privatization in the first set of companies listed for disinvestment by Niti Aayog? How many companies? There were 12 companies. Okay, there were 12 companies in the list for disinvestment by Niti Aayog. Next question. Next is, what is India's rank in the World Happiness Report 2021 that is released by UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network? The rank of India in the Sustainable World Happiness Report released by UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network is 139. It is 139, and it was out of 149 countries, and the last position of 149 was secured by Afghanistan. Okay, it was secured by Afghanistan. Also, you should remember, India secured 140th position in 2020. And in 2021, India slipped down to one position. That is a good score, that Indian people are getting happy as compared to other countries. Alright, then the rank 1 in 2021 was secured by Finland. Also remember, Finland is securing the first position from last 4 years. Okay, from 4 last years, Finland is securing the first position. Okay, next question. Next is, who is the first Indian to receive the International Federation of Film Archives Award, the FIAF Award 2021? I repeat, first Indian to receive the International Federation of Film Archives Award, the FIAF Award. Who is the first Indian to receive it? It is Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, Amitabh Bachchan received the first time award of FIAF Award, that is International Federation of Film Archives Award. Also remember, in 2015, Amitabh Bachchan won Padma Vibhushan. Okay, in 2015. Then in 2019, he also won Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Comment below why Dada Phalke Award is given, or in which field it is given. Okay, Dada Saheb Phalke Award given for what reason or why. Moving to next. Next is your, name India's first indigenously mobile app store that was recently launched by Union Ministry Ravi Shankar Prasad. India's first indigenous mobile app that was recently launched by Ravi Shankar Prasad was Mobile Seva App Store. Mobile Seva App Store. Alright, next. Next is your, which company signed a deal worth rupees 1188 crore with the Ministry of Defence for developing 4960 Milan 2T anti-tank guided missile for Indian Army. 490 Milan 2T anti-tank guided missiles for Indian Army contract was given to which company, of which, and had a deal of worth rupees 1188 crore. So which company was it? It was Bharat Dynamics. Bharat Dynamics will be developing your Milan 2T anti-tank guided missiles for Indian Army. Bharat Dynamics, remember it, Bharat Dynamics. Alright, next. Next is your, which cricket team won 2021's Vijay Hazare Trophy, where Dash became the first player to score 800 runs in a single edition? I repeat, which cricket team won the Vijay Hazare Trophy, where which Dash cricketer became the first player to score 800 runs in a single edition? It was Mumbai. Mumbai cricket team won the Vijay Hazare Trophy, and Prithvi Shaw has became the first player to score 800 runs in the single edition. Okay, next question. Which state government became the first in India to launch a web portal, Shakti Portal, specifically for farmer producer organizations, that is FPOs? So, which state government became the first in India to launch a web portal by the name Shakti Portal? Remember this, important, Shakti Portal. It is for farmer producer organization, especially for farmers. So, what is the name of the state government? The state government that launched it was UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, it was launched by UP. Next question. Next question is Dash India was ranked as the Dash strongest military force in the world in the Ultimate Military Strength Index released in March 2021, where Dash was topped the ranking. Question is, what is the rank of India in the strongest military force in the world? The rank of India, you should remember, is fourth, and the in the Ultimate Military Strength Index, okay, in this index the India's rank is fourth. And who topped the ranking? It was topped by China. It was topped by China. China topped the Ultimate Military Strength Index and India stood at fourth position. So the last question for the day is, where was 36th meeting of the RATS, that is Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure of SCO, was held, and also took the decision to hold a joint counter-terrorism exercise, Puppy Antidote 2021. Puppy Antidote 2021 was a joint military exercise to counter terrorism. Okay, so where was the 36th meeting of the RATS held? It was held where? It was held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. It was held in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Then remember, SCO was built in 2001. Okay, and headquarter of HCO is in Beijing. Beijing is in China. So these were your important current affairs for the third week of March. These are some of the important ones. I hope you must have noted down them all. If you haven't, do like the video and do keep on revising the important notes from the weekly and the monthly videos that we'll be making. Apart from these, here are some of the questions for your GK homework. Okay. First question. Where is Panna Tiger Reserve located? Panna Tiger Reserve, where it is located, comment below. There are two questions for the day and both you have to answer below. Where is Panna Tiger Reserve located? Okay, next question for you is, where is the headquarter of Andesa located? We have studied this and I have revised it multiple times. I hope, my friends, you should know it. Okay, so where is the headquarter of Andesa located? And the other question for you is, where is Panna Tiger Reserve located? So these two are your homework. I hope you liked the video. Today's session was very good, and all you have to do is just subscribe to our channel. That will help give us confidence and it will motivate us to make a better content and a good video for you. Alright, so that's all for the day. Vikas signing off.